Crunch into flaky pastries, sizzle into smoky Nyama Choma, and dive into meat-stuffed wonders that'll make your mouth do backflips. This is the ultimate taste travelogue of street food magic. From sizzling Kway Teow to spicy rice dishes and head taco boldness, we're spicing up your scroll with jaw-dropping flavors, crispy veggies, and secrets that'll make you book a flight to every continent. What if a flaky pastry has been hiding a 200-year-old secret? Born in Jamaica's 1700 spice trade, these pastries fuse Indian, African, and European flavors into one bite. Each patty packs 5 powerhouse spices: allspice, thyme, Scotch bonnet, nutmeg, and clove. The dough alone can have over 200 flaky layers, like edible origami. But here's the twist: street vendors wrap them in banana leaves to infuse smoky aroma, no oven needed. One bite transports you through centuries of culinary alchemy, and scientists still can't replicate that perfect crunch. Did you know this Kenyan street meat is grilled for 6 straight hours? The secret starts with 12+ spices, cumin, coriander, and paprika, massaged deep into every muscle fiber. For 6 hours, it roasts over smoldering acacia wood until perfectly charred, like a Kenyan barbecue masterpiece. Served with 3 staples: creamy ugali, zesty kachumbari, and fragrant pulao rice. But here's the mind-blowing part: this meat gets rotated 180 times during cooking by hand. One rotation every 2 minutes, for 6 hours straight. No machines, just muscle memory passed through generations. Want to taste a 6-hour labor of love? This isn't just meat, it's a cultural heirloom. What if I told you these flaky pastries have been fueling travelers since the Crusades? First recorded in 1020 CE, these savory pockets predate modern street food by centuries. Master bakers fold dough over 200 times, creating that impossible crisp-to-soft ratio. Beirut vendors sell 500,000 plus fattier daily during peak season, each filled with spinach, cheese, or spiced meat. But here's the twist: Crusaders' forbidden Turkish desserts inspired secret rosewater and pistachio additions, a rebellion in every bite. One pastry, 1,000 years of secrets. What other flavors have we overlooked? What if a $1 meal holds a 150-year-old cooking secret? Across Malaysia, 1.2 million servings of char Kway Teow are eaten every single day. 500+ street vendors can whip up a steaming plate in under 2 minutes. But here's what really sets it apart: those flat rice noodles soak up 3 times more sauce than regular noodles. The same family has owned the original wok used for this dish since 1870. It weighs 40 kilograms and takes 2 people to lift. And that wok? It's still going strong. How long until it finally retires? What if a single dish could feed 1,000 people using 100 kilograms of meat? Saudi Arabia's mandi does exactly that, and it's been around for centuries. The magic starts with a spice blend of up to 20 ingredients, including saffron, cardamom, and star anise, slow infusing flavor into every grain of rice. That rice? Steamed in 50+ layers until the bottom transforms into a crispy, caramelized crust called taili, the most prized part of the dish. For over 200 years, Saudi royalty cooked mandi in underground pits, some 12 feet deep, to tenderize lamb for 8+ hours, locking in juices. Today, this ancient feast is a street food staple, served from the same giant cauldrons that once fed entire caravans. One dish, 2 centuries, 1,000 hungry guests. How would you serve it? What if your taco had 15 different meats in one bite? A single cow's head yields over 15 distinct cuts: cheeks, tongue, ears, and even the nose, all slow-cooked for 12 hours in smoky spices. One head makes more than 50 tacos, each bite combining textures from tender tongue to chewy cartilage. But the star? The tongue. 70% of taco stands report it sells out first, faster than any other cut. One head, 15 flavors, But would you dare try the ears? What if a single clay pot could cook meat and veggies perfectly for 1,000 years? Tajin recipes date back to 650 AD, over 1,300 years of culinary tradition perfected by desert chefs. The conical lid creates 120 degrees Celsius steam, tenderizing meat in just 45 minutes, science in a pot. 80% of street vendors use saffron threads worth $5,000 per kilogram to boost flavor, liquid gold in every bite. The pot's shape mimics desert rose crystals, natural formations that collect morning dew to nourish plants. Could ancient nature secrets be the key to perfect flavor? What if I told you a simple rice dish hides 200 years of culinary genius? Every serving combines 5 vegetables, 1 fish, and 3 spices in perfect harmony. Senegalese families eat it 5 times weekly, but achieving that balance takes 3 hours of cooking. This iconic dish once helped resist French colonization, using leftover rice to create something extraordinary. One bite connects you to centuries of ingenuity. What other secrets hide in your favorite foods? What if a spoonful of coconut cake hit a 300 degrees Fahrenheit oil trick that changed street food forever? These Thai Konam crock cakes are 50% coconut milk, creating a custard-like texture unlike any other street dessert. First steamed, then seared at 300 degrees Fahrenheit, they develop a crackly golden top while staying silky inside. 8,000 plus vendors perfect this daily. Originating in southern Thailand over 200 years ago, this technique spread like wildfire across Asia's night markets. The magic? A Maillard reaction, same science that browns steak, yet it stays soft inside. How does it work? Scientists still debate how it achieves this perfect balance. Every bite is a 200-year-old mystery in your mouth. What if I told you a single Döner Kebab has over 100 meat layers? Turkey sells 1.5 billion of these meat towers every year, that's 170 per second. These 3-meter-high rotisseries spin at 20 revolutions per minute, carving perfect thin slices. A perfect kebab takes 45 minutes to assemble, layer by precise layer. Each rotation adds just 0.5 millimeters of meat. After 12 hours, the stack reaches 100 plus layers. And that's why one kebab can taste like an entire cow's journey. How did this meat tower become a global obsession? Let's break it down. What if a single bread could feed 30 people in one sitting? This giant flatbread can reach 1.5 meters wide, the size of a car tire, yet bakes in just 2 minutes at blistering 400 degrees Celsius. Served straight from the oven, its crispy crust supports toppings like lamb, cheese, and herbs, all shared among 30 hungry diners. But in Gaziantep, chefs go wild, 24 different toppings on one pide, from spiced meat to melted cheese. It's not just bread, it's a feeding frenzy on a single, scorching hot canvas. What if a simple pancake could reveal 2,000 years of history? This Turkmen staple dates back to the Parthian Empire, 247 BCE to 224 CE, when nomadic chefs perfected its recipe. Modern vendors cook it at 350 degrees Celsius 662 degrees Fahrenheit on cast iron griddles, ready in just 2 minutes. 80% of Turkmenistan's street vendors sell it daily, some still use the original method. But here's the twist. Some recipes hide crushed dried apricots, a relic from Silk Road trade caravans. One bite connects you to ancient traders who carried these fruits across 4,000 miles of desert. What other secrets hide in your favorite street food? What if a single dish could feed an army and satisfy a king? Let's talk about Uzbek plov. Uzbekistan grows 80% of the world's saffron. This crimson spice gives plov its legendary golden hue. Street vendors cook 500 servings at once in massive cauldrons, stirring for hours until the rice is perfect. The lamb is marinated for 12 straight hours to achieve that melt-in-your-mouth tenderness. But here's the twist. This same dish once graced royal Silk Road weddings. Emperors ate from the same pot as street vendors. One spoonful connects you to caravans, conquerors, and the secret of 2,000 years of flavor. What if a sandwich could tell 150 years of history in every bite? In the 1870s, French colonists brought baguettes to Vietnam, little knowing they'd spark a culinary revolution. Today, over 20 fillings exist, from crispy fried shrimp to tangy pickled daikon, each bite blending east and west. In Hanoi alone, 1 million banh mi are sold daily, with vendors working 16-hour shifts to keep up. But here's the secret. Vietnamese bakers add 20% rice flour to the dough, creating a crunch unlike any French baguette. This tiny twist of tradition turned a colonial import into Vietnam's most iconic street food. What if you could taste fire in every bite? Döner Kebab isn't just spicy, it's engineered for intensity. Each kilogram of meat packs 50 to 60 red peppers, creating a heat level that'll make your mouth water before the first bite. The secret blend? 70% lamb, 30% beef, finely ground but never minced. This coarse texture creates pockets of flavor that char perfectly at 260 degrees Celsius. These aren't ordinary skewers. They stretch 1.5 meters long, requiring precise grilling over open flames to achieve that smoky perfection. But here's the twist. This fiery recipe began in 1930s Adana when a butcher forgot to grind his meat. What he thought was a mistake became Turkey's spiciest legacy. Next time you see a street vendor with glowing skewers, remember, this heat has been burning through decades of culinary history.